Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No clue!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Two Tools, No Clue podcast. I'm Anna,
And I'm Jaden.
and today we have no clue about cottage food laws. What are they? What can we actually sell and where? But first, what's going on the homestead? Well, 2 days before Christmas, we caught a stray cat. A little stray kitten. Little ragdoll kitten.
She's so cute. She is literally Jam's mini-me. Complete doppelganger.
Yep. Just a few small differences. They're definitely sisters, definitely
yeah.
related.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just glad we got them in out of the cold before the snowstorm hit, which is another thing that's happening on the homestead. Snowmageddon.
Yeah,
We're getting like
Snowmageddon right now.
18 inches currently.
Yeah, I was, per usual, you never really. It's gonna be so much snow, and then nothing ever happens. But today it happened. Like,
Yes.
there is a lot of snow. It has not stopped. It started probably around like 9 a.m. and
Yeah.
it's
Hasn't
now
stopped since.
6 p.m. and then it has not stopped.
I think there's at least 8 inches out there already.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then we're germinating seeds in freezer bags as an experiment.
Yeah, yep, those are out on our porch. I went with some hardier seeds, obviously, but I am very excited
What
to
do you
see
got
if that
going out
works.
there?
I've got a cabbage going. I've got some lettuce going, kale, spinach. What else did I put out there? I can't, honestly, the rest of them I can't quite remember what else I put out there.
You got broccoli.
Oh yeah, broccoli.
Bunch of cold weather
Yeah,
stuff.
cold
Bok
weather
choy,
stuff.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, bok choy. Yep. Oh yeah, I did. I guess technically two cabbages. Um, yeah, I'm excited to see how that works out. I saw, what was that, TikTok? It was on Facebook because I don't watch
Jay
TikToks.
doesn't do the
Yeah, I
TikToks.
don't do the TikTok. I thought it was cool, so I set it up similar. I put it on our porch so that it can still kind of get, the elements on it. Well, it's got like a little greenhouse effect going on out there. I saw it the
Yeah.
other day. It's like, got all the mist and everything going on. So I think it'll work. See?
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be cool. All
Or it's
right,
just bag of dirt.
let's
Yeah.
get into the cottage food.
Yes.
laws. So I just want to start off with a disclaimer. Cottage food laws are constantly being updated.
I
I
believe that.
Yeah, I was given a lot of different answers depending on where I was looking, so just make sure you do your own research for your specific state that you live in, and make sure you're not just taking the word of just one source, because
Yep.
I would go on one website and then go on another one, and it would say two different things, and then I go on a third. It was a
Yeah.
mess.
Honestly, that was probably the most challenging part about starting, making our own stuff for the farmer's market. It was
Yeah.
just like trying to figure out like what we were allowed to do and how we were allowed to do it. Like,
And then
it was
halfway
like really
through,
just, it took the fun out of everything for a second.
yeah, halfway through, we realized we weren't even doing things correctly, and
Yeah.
that it was even more strict than we realized.
Yeah.
And that's the part that took the fun out of
It
it.
was so unfun.
So I'm just gonna reiterate, I have no clue what I'm talking about. So if I get something wrong, if you have a correction, please, please, please email us at twotoolsnocluepodcast@gmail.com. I would love your criticism, your constructive criticism.
Yeah, same. Criticize me
Yes.
constructively.
Constructively
Yeah.
only, please. All right. So, cottage food laws, what are they? They are laws that allow entrepreneurs to make food in their homes or cottage and sell it to the public with little to no regulations or oversight. The National Agricultural Law Center says, quote, "These state cottage food laws aim to recognize that foods such as baked goods, jams, dry mixes, and candies are not potentially hazardous and pose a low risk of food contamination." End quote. So basically foods that are shelf stable
Yep.
and don't need to be refrigerated.
Yep.
Every state in the United States has their own version of cottage food laws. Every single one.
No, yeah, and some states are very strict,
Yes, I'll
you
get
know?
into that.
Yeah.
This is because every state's government has a different definition of what makes a food potentially hazardous. So the requirements for handling food in the home differ. For instance, New Hampshire, where we're from, New Hampshire's cottage food law is two-tiered, licensed and unlicensed.
Mhm.
So unlicensed, which is what we are, what Watson Acres Homestead is,
Yep.
means that your homemade food can only be sold out of the home, at a farm stand, or at a farmer's market.
Yep.
There are no registrations or inspections required. But we can't sell more than 35,000 every year. It used to be 20,000, but apparently it was raised.
That's pretty cool. Good to know.
We are only allowed to sell baked goods, candies, dry mixes, spices, honey, cracked nuts, fruit butters, but they require a process review, and jams and jellies, but they have to be recipes approved by the National Center for Home Food Preservation. And that's the part that we didn't realize,
Lame.
and it got
We were like putting
not
our
very
own
fun.
spices in there. We weren't being too crazy, but it was still kind of just like,
I mean, we were just making a blueberry jam based on a blueberry jam recipe we found online,
yeah,
but
and
they want
that's
it to
fine.
be specifically their recipe so that they know what is going into every single bottle of jam
That
being sold in New
sounds
Hampshire.
lame. But
But
good to know.
if anyone from New Hampshire is looking to sell their cottage food out of their home, I will link the National Center for Home Preservation in the show notes.
Heck yeah. We appreciate that.
So, otherwise, you need a homestead license to sell food online, to ship food, and to sell it wholesale or at events. The license has an annual cost of $150, requires a water test, and a process review of jarred items. Also, a sample of your labels.
And it makes
So,
a pretty dope label.
I try. Could
You
be
do a
better.
really good
Thank you.
job.
Delaware. Here we go.
Are they fancy folk?
Oh no,
Oh.
it's quite the opposite.
I wasn't expecting that out of Delaware. Good job, Delaware.
No.
Oh,
I guess what do you? I guess I don't know what you're considering fancy folk. Let me
fancy
just
folk
say.
are
Let me just tell you.
okay.
Delaware is one of the states that has the most strict cottage food laws.
Fancy folk.
Yeah, okay. So why are you saying good on Delaware?
Because you when you said the opposite, I was like, oh, never mind. They're
Oh, I
loose.
see. They're loose.
I was wrong.
Registration and inspections are required. You need to complete food handler training, and after all that, you're only allowed to make baked goods, jams and jellies, and candy. You're not allowed to sell
Wow.
anything online to retail outlets or wholesale, and there's no option of getting any kind of license.
What? How do entrepreneurs entrepreneur
You
in
don't.
Delaware?
You don't.
Boo, Delaware. It's okay. We're living free in New Hampshire.
It sucks to suck for you Delawareans, but us here in New Hampshire, we're living free.
Come on up to
That's
New
terrible.
Hampshire, folks.
I was trying to figure out
Oh,
which
man.
state passed the first cottage food law, but depending on how I phrased the question, Google kept spitting out a few different answers.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because a few states already had broad version of what they called food freedom laws.
Okay, so it's just like a different
Yeah,
wording around it.
but the first quote comprehensive modern cottage food law unquote was passed by California in 2013. So let's get into it.
That was recent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Advocacy for the law was sparked when a beloved home baker named Mark Stambler
Mm-hmm.
had his bread featured in the Los Angeles Times.
Wow. Cool. Good for him.
Yeah, right?
Always the bread people, I'm telling you.
Yeah. It all started because he had built a small brick oven in his backyard and was baking batches of bread from his outdoor bakery and selling them to his friends and neighbors. Obviously, he was growing in popularity to get the attention of the LA Times, and I'll put a link to that article in the show notes if anyone is interested in reading Mark's article that was written about him back in the day. I think you might have to pay a subscription to read it though. But if you have a subscription to the LA Times, go on and read that article. All right, so he gets this article in the LA Times, and the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health sees the article and says, "Excuse me, outdoor bakery selling to
check it out.
selling to friends and family? Absolutely not." So they swoop in and shut him down the very next day. The very next day.
Did they try the bread?
I don't think so. Or maybe that would have changed their minds.
I bet it would have.
Wow, this natural air is really enhancing the flavor of this bread.
God.
So Stambler got the help of the Sustainable Economies Law Center in Oakland and the 300-member deep Los Angeles Bread Bakers Group and began to write the first cottage food law for California.
Heck yeah. All right, Callie, I see you.
Assemblyman and supporter of micro-enterprise Mike Gatto got involved completely on his own accord when he read the article in the newspaper about Stambler and his struggles as a home baker.
Oh.
He personally called Stambler up and offered to help.
That's incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
He was like, not on my watch, not in my county.
Absolutely not.
My bakers will be able to sell their bread. So he introduced the law to the assembly where it passed with a 60-16 vote and then passed unanimously in the Senate.
Power of the people, folks.
I'm curious why those 16 people didn't want it to pass.
Yeah, me too. What's your beef with bread, people?
I can't think, like, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'll get to it. There are,
Maybe they're just fancy folk.
yeah, there's one guy who's like,
Bunch of haters are like, I sell bread from a factory.
yeah, the commercial guys.
Yeah. Boo.
Stambler was one of the first in Los Angeles County to receive a cottage food operator permit, rightfully so.
Heck yeah, make your bread, boy.
And in 2015, he was named one of the top 10 best bakers in the U.S.
Oh my gosh.
Now, as far as I can tell,
baking that he did.
yeah,
Trying to keep me away from my bread.
yeah, I'm gonna be the best baker in the U.S.
Goddamn baker.
So now, as far as I can tell, he continues to bake for his bakeries. I'm pretty sure he's still alive. I didn't see anything saying he wasn't. So he's still out there.
He better be. It was only 2013.
Well, he was an older man in 2013.
Oh, okay. You better still be out there baking your bread.
You better still be out there, Mark.
Thank you, Mark, for leading the way. You know, I make sweetbreads. I'm very afraid of regular breads. Yeast.
So
Yikes.
his bakery is called, his first one was called Peignol Boulanger.
We need to go there. He seems really fancy too. The good kind of fancy. Sorry.
And his second bakery is called Pagnola on 3rd Street. Sorry, Pagnola at 3rd Street.
Ooh.
So do you want to guess when the last state to enact a cottage food law was and which state it was?
I'm going to go with Florida. I don't know. 18.
Okay, that's a good guess. I do have something about Florida in here. Just a little
Okay,
snippet, but
okay, it's
no.
not this though.
It was New Jersey in 2021.
Jersey, what the fuck?
2021. 2021.
2021.
After the pandemic.
They were so bored at home. They were like, "Hey,
Literally.
you know what we're really good at? We can bake some really good
I wonder
bread."
if that had something to do with it.
I bet.
It didn't say it in my notes, but I wonder. So before October 2021,
Shameful. New Jersey. What? What have you been doing this entire time in your homes?
So before October 2021, bakers in New Jersey were completely banned from selling their cookies, brownies,
I just don't
cakes,
believe that to be.
foods even the government had stated were not potentially hazardous. They were only allowed to sell their baked goods at bake sales or for charity. In May of 2017, Wisconsin was the second to last state to enact a cottage food law, stating it was unconstitutional to ban the ability for anyone to sell homemade goods. Before any of that, all the way back in 2011, an advocacy effort was started by 3 New Jersey moms, Heather Rosinko, Martha Rebello, and this last one always gets me, bear with me here, Liz Chubatariu. Final answer. Sorry if I got that wrong, Liz. So these women got together and formed the New Jersey Home Baking Association. Using the momentum from the Wisconsin win and with the representation of the Institute of Justice, they brought forth a lawsuit in December 2017, Rosinko versus New Jersey Department of Health. This is 7 months after the Wisconsin win.
Heck yeah, Jersey.
At the end of the day, New Jersey's cottage food ban seemed to be nothing but politics. Not surprising.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy that they weren't selling these things all along.
Yeah.
Have to be like some under the table.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me all
Cottage.
those Italian grandmas weren't selling their Christmas cookies?
Yeah, I was just about to say
Come on.
cottage food mafia.
Yeah.
All right, where was I? Not surprising. That's where I was. 3 similar bills to remove the ban were all unanimously passed, but were continuously blocked by Senator Joseph Vitale. I think it's Vitale. I forgot to look up how to say his last name. We're going with Vitale. It might be
sounds good to me.
Vitale.
Vitale.
Vitale. Who still serves as chairman of the Health, Human Services, and Senior Citizens Committee. So glad he's looking after those senior citizens.
Why are those two things put together?
I don't know. Health, Human Services, and Senior Citizens. I guess it makes sense.
I guess so.
In 2016, Senator Vitale told the Associated Press that commercial bakers were concerned about being undermined by home bakers. When a bill approved of a $50,000 revenue cap, saying, quote, if the cap is $50,000, that's potentially $50,000 or some portion that's out of the bottom line of a small baker. What? He's so concerned about small bakers, yet he's literally blocking the smallest bakers from any chance of becoming competition.
Yeah, friendly competition shouldn't hurt your big bakery.
Yeah. If you're making $50,000 a year out of your home, like you're doing something right, and you deserve the chance to be competition for these commercial bakers. I'm sorry.
I agree.
4 years later, 4 years, in October 2021, the court finally ruled to lift the homemade food ban and allow homemakers to sell their non-hazardous foods to the public. Hooray!
I just can't get over the fact that it was 2021.
Yeah, crazy. Especially with when the first was in 2013.
Yeah.
And there were already freedom food laws before that.
New Jersey's so small. Do you think that's why?
I don't know. New Jersey is so surprising to me too.
Here I was blaming
You'd
Florida.
think it'd be like Alabama or like more conservative.
Yeah, I really thought.
I
blame
know.
everything on Florida. I'm sorry, Florida, but it's your fault.
It's your fault. Whatever it is, it's your fault. Sorry, Florida.
Sorry, Florida.
So if you're from New Jersey, and you'd like to sell baked goods from your home, now all you need to do is register on the New Jersey Health Department's website, pay for a cottage food operator permit, and follow, quote, common sense sanitation requirements, thanks to advocacy work of New Jersey moms. So we'll
Go
put,
moms in New
yeah,
Jersey.
go moms. Go New Jersey moms. Because of them, you guys can sell your baked goods.
Yeah.
So we'll put the website for the operator's permit in the show notes in case any New Jerseyans are listening and interested in starting a home bakery.
Sorry, I made fun of your accent.
Did you? I missed that. So, like I said at the top of the episode, cottage food laws are constantly being updated. In 2022, Indiana revised their cottage food law to include more potentially non-hazardous food. More of them.
Alright,
So remember what you can
So,
sell in
me-
Delaware?
Yeah.
Well, now in Indiana, you can sell baked goods, jams and jellies, candy. That's it for Delaware, right there.
Yep.
But Indiana goes on to let you sell produce, tree nuts, legumes, pickled cucumbers,
Wow.
honey, molasses, maple syrup,
Wow.
cereals, herbs, dry mixes, pasta, spices, coffee, tea, in-shell eggs. Get this, some rabbit, fish, and poultry, some dehydrated fruits and vegetables,
Wow.
and cultivated mushrooms.
Okay, Indiana.
So as you can see, Indiana is one of the states with the most lenient cottage food laws.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's still pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, there's another one on here on this list that I'm like, what the heck? I'll tell you when we get to it.
Okay.
Nevada just voted in a new version of their cottage food law, but it won't go into effect until 2027 because they're currently creating programs and regulations around it.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's just to show how long it takes for these laws to come into fruition. It's already passed,
So
but 2 more years. It was passed in 2025. 2 more years just to get everything right.
Just push the paper across, folks. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Right? I mean, I
Sorry.
guess we don't know what is in the background of all this, so maybe it is. But
Yeah, probably is a little hard. Especially with, whatever.
Yeah. Texas increased the annual gross cap to $150,000. That one guy was griping about a $50,000 revenue cap. Texas
Yeah.
is like, hold my beer. $150,000 is what you can sell in Texas. If you're doing that out of your home, like, send me some magic, bro. Like, that's crazy. So they upped it to 150,000 and expanded the list of non-hazardous foods allowed to be sold. The update also allows for online sales and sales through third-party vendors and gives small home businesses the option to remove their address from the label, which I thought was pretty cool because having your address on a label that's in some random person's kitchen is a little sketchy, but we do what we gotta do.
Yep.
North Dakota passed an update that was put into effect in August 2025 that allows for sales over state lines. This is the one that I was like, whoa.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive. And I wonder if and how that's being regulated in the state where the product is being shipped.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Obviously, that state has their own cottage food law. So
yeah.
Does that apply to North Dakota and their shipments?
Yeah, how the heck? Maybe that's why this takes so long for them to figure it out.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a limit does not exist.
Nebraska now allows refrigerated and time temperature controlled foods to be sold.
That's pretty cool.
Florida, here we go with Florida.
Florida,
good
what
old
you got?
Florida raised their annual revenue cap to, you want to guess? I'll give you a hint. It's more than Texas.
Oh my God. 200,000.
$250,000.
Florida, what you making at the farmer's market? Girl, come on.
These baked goods also have meth. This is the highest in the U.S. Only 2 other states also have $250,000 revenue caps. Do you want to guess what those are?
Oh, they gotta be down south. Indiana?
No, surprisingly. That's a good guess, though.
California?
No, that's another good guess.
Damn, what
Get
is
get
it?
this. Montana and Wyoming.
What
Super
are...
random.
Okay, that is random.
So at the end of the day, cottage food laws enable small entrepreneurs to sell their homemade non-hazardous food without the costs and regulations that are baked into commercial business.
Such a commercial business.
In all
Sorry.
seriousness, home food makers would not have the ability to make and sell their non-hazardous edible items without the resilient advocacy efforts of those moms, bakers,
Yeah.
and regular people who fought for the rights of the small
Mark.
businesses in their state. Go small
Yeah.
people. Go
Power the
underdogs.
people.
So that's all I got
That's pretty
for
cool.
cottage food laws.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Do you have any questions or concerns?
I always have concerns. You know, I guess I do have a lot of questions. So my first question would be, what do you think that they are producing down in Texas?
That's worth $150,000 a year?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Like bread?
That, I can't get the
I mean,
words
I
out.
guess you could. Just seems like a lot of bread to be pumping out of your kitchen. I mean, I guess I've seen those like micro baking, like little houses that people have on their
I
property.
figured it out.
What?
I mean, actually, no, I didn't figure it out because I just looked up what is Texas's, that's a weird word, Texas's most sold crop, and it's cotton. $1.22 billion industry.
And you think that's
out
what
of
they're
Texas.
doing? They're making
No,
it
not
instead of-
homesteaders. That's why I took
Oh.
back my answer.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I didn't actually answer it.
Okay.
Yes. So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us at twotoolsnocluepodcast@gmail.com. And maybe we can, once we get enough, we can have a compiled episode of all the questions and we can go through and answer them. And they can be questions about homesteading. They can be questions about us. Be questions about anything and everything
in between.
Yes. So I guess we'll do our Farmer's Almanac of the day to end our episode. And we're going to say it's the 26th because we are recording this right after our first episode so we have the steam going.
Yep.
But we're going to pretend like it's the next day. So January 26th in the Farmer's Almanac, conversion of Paul. U.S. First Lady Julia Grant, born 1826. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Julia Grant.
Happy birthday to you.
And just to reiterate those socials.
On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Threads, you can find us at Two Tools No Clue Podcast. On TikTok, you can find us as at Two Tools No Clue. And on Patreon, you can see us at patreon.com/Two Tools No Clue. And definitely email us your funny stories, any questions you have at twotoolsnocluepodcast@gmail.com.
Thanks for sticking with us, you guys. See ya in episode 3.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No clue.